Hey, welcome back to BB's Beer Reviews, and unfortunately, I had some technical difficulties at the start of this review, and this is what you're seeing now, man. Here's the beer, man. Bow! Kopi Loewak, man. This is a coffee stout, in my opinion, since they do not list what the style of the beer is here, and I have not looked up any reviews or comments about this beer. Um, this beer poured head for days. This bottle was also 18,412. I know that this beer can be, they suggest drinking it within 5 years. Um, this beer, when I started to pour this beer and I had technical difficulties here, it actually made a head that came up above the glass, and I had to drink a little bit from it for it to go down. Now, without further ado, this beer right here, look how black that is. That is black as black can be. All except for right down there at the very tinge of this glass, man. Right there where the glass meets the bottom of the cup. And if you actually look at it through the light, you can see, man, look at that. You get a little bit of that coloring right there. Right there. That's the actual color that's shining through from the beer. And this is a dark mahogany color. You can also tell it from, let me stir this up a bit, see if this head will come up a little bit. I'm pretty sure it will. Look at that head also came up a little bit. The lacing that it leaves is amazing. Look at that back there. Um, it is purely a coffee stout. Now, I have had better coffee stouts, but other than that, I want to say, you know what? Black as night, dark mahogany hues. The head is very khaki color. It is a very pronounced khaki color. If you can't see that, there you go, man. Look at that. Look at that. 11.2% alcohol by volume, and you cannot taste it. It is not there. Um, Even on the nose, man, you get nothing but coffee, 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 malts, 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 malts. I mean, that's just what it is. It's coffee and malts. Um, it's even on the bottle, it states that ingredients are water, pale brown cara, roasted barley malts, a bittering hop, Kopi Luwag coffee, yeast, and a top. That's a top fermenting yeast. Um, so therefore, this is a nice dark roasted coffee stout. That's just what it is, plainly and pronouncedly. I mean, you can't get no more pronounced than that. Um, it's a light stout brewed with coffee. Well, I don't know if I should say light stout because at 11.2% alcohol by volume, I don't know if people are considering that light anymore. Um, with some stouts that I have, they're just sitting right off the side over here at 14%. I don't know if this is light. I want to call the mouthfeel on this a medium mouthfeel because oh, there's a lot going on there. Nice big roasted coffee notes, big roasted malt notes. A little bit of bitterness. I don't know if it's coming from the hops or if it's coming from the Kopi Luwak. I also want to think that there is a little bitterness coming from the way that they actually get that coffee bean. Ugh. That's what a lot of people that would turn people off from tasting the Kopi Luwak coffee because it is a Luwak mountain cat that actually eats said fruit that produces said coffee bean, which they can't digest, and going through their digestive system, they excrete it, and people collect the secretion and get these coffee beans out of that, and that's how Kopi Luwak coffee is then ground, roasted, however they do it. Um, Definitely cleaned, excuse me, and that's why the process of collecting the coffee bean and doing what they do with it, it makes the beers or well, the coffee so expensive. And then therefore, I mean, this company decided, hey, we're going to buy up a share or an amount of said coffee, and we're going to brew a beer with it. There's people all around the world that end up using, drinking, and brewing with said coffee. For being my first take on the Kopi Luwak coffee, especially in a beer, man, I drink coffee, I drink beer. What better pairing can you possibly get than the harmony of a Kopi Luwak and a stout? Come on, man, that is priceless. I mean, as the brewer's art printed all over this glass, and I'm not meaning the actual glassware, I'm meaning the lacing all over this glass. You can see it. This is a finely crafted beer. Even though this beer is almost 2 years old now, I'm still stating that this is a wonderful beer. I'm not going to say that it's perfect because I've had other coffee stouts that I enjoy more than this, but I'm going to say that this is going to be one of my it'll be up there on one of my top 5 coffee stouts. Oh, it's pronounced. It is what it is. It does what it says. So, therefore, number 1, coffee. Number 2, you get the roasted malts. You know, you do get a little bit of a caramel sweetness to it. You get a general sweetness to it overall. But in the end, aroma's there, flavor's there, overall presentation's there, and my final review for it would be a solid A beer. Why? Because of the fact that it was just a joy. It was one that I would probably say, hey, if I ever see it again, maybe I'll pick it up again and just keep it around. You know, maybe I'll drink it on a special occasion, whatever else. But I wouldn't mind trying it fresh, even though that I hear fresh is not the way to go. I hear maybe a year, 2 years, longest is 3 years to go ahead and let it age. But whatever. It was just a nice thing to do. $10 for this little 11, what is it, 11 and a half or 11, 330 milliliters. So that is a 12-ounce bottle. I have actually seen other bottles out there that were smaller. Whatever. I see that there's also bottles out there, smaller on the intake and also smaller on the alcohol level. So, I don't know what that's all about, man. If you guys had this beer, man, please let me know. Let me know what you thought about it. I think it's a solid A beer. I like coffee. I like beer. I like the pairing. So, with that said, man, I'm about to get up out of here and say, hey, coffee, stout, 2 thumbs up. Man, peace, bros, deuce. And as always, I do not condone drinking and driving, and I do not condone here at Beer Reviews, texting and driving. So, with that said, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Hey, let me know if you had this beer. Let me know what you thought. And again, as always, I'll see you on the flip side, man. Remember, get together, drink great craft beer. Pros. See you on the flip side.